What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review a breakout single by particular Cosculluela and Ivy Queen as far as these pitching album basis. Particular tune is called Permanent, and it came out in the fall of 2009. Now within pitch amongst it here as far as these pitching album, particularly within the aspects as far as saying Ivy Queen within these pitches who seeing some hit type phrase of what was left over for Ivy Queen pitch like that within these aspects and found came across and found this particular Cosculluela type folk within pitch like that's a hit type phrase kind of amongst it here. This is a non-album single, so this is not attached to any particular type product pitch like that. So it's a phrase was getting towards something that phrase here for the pitch. Ivy Queen had not dropped anything since late 2007 Sentimiento Platinum Edition, as far as the supposed guy, which I reviewed that particular edition and the original Sentimiento as well within pitch like that within those phrases. That's in the Ivy Queen reviews playlist pitch like that. So some of these type ones, so this is a pitch. This is more now. There was at least a D-May single that Ivy Queen dropped pitch like that was in like one of her live albums from 2008 pitch like that, but she kind of had some off spells within those pitches as far as those prices that happened. So it was the pitch. She did not return until like the summer 2010 pitch like that. And say about Cosculluela as far as these pitches going to happen. He does not particularly have that many projects as far as these pitches happen, but I am going to. He has collaborated with some good sets of folks, but. He has collaborated with some good sets of folks who I recognize pitch like that. Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, Hector. Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, Hector, El Father, as far as this pitch game. Y Sonny Yandel pitch like that. Some stuff folks pitch like that. Plenty of stuff folks. Archangel, as far as these pitch games, some of these stuff folks within pitch, Zion and Lennox, so plenty of stuff folks within pitch like that, as far as these pitch games within pitch. But yeah, I'm gonna see about this folk. I did not realize about this folk as the previous within pitch like that, but some hits it. Definite hit type phrase as far as finding other type folk within pitch like that. He also dropped the mixtape as well as some of these type pitches. But the phrase for us saying paying attention towards here. So the aspects for us saying this permanent type tune pitch like that has the phrase for us getting towards. This feels like one of those type ones. If you've heard the song Pound the Alarm, it's either Ring the Alarm or Pound the Alarm. I think Pound the Alarm was Nicki Minaj, but Ring the Alarm was Beyonce. That particular hit tune that Beyonce dropped off her 2006 album B-Day. It was a good nice pitch where Beyonce was kind of stomping around real gruff and beehiving within the pitch as far as just real, big mad pitch like that. Some of these type phrases amongst this particular tune within pitch like that. So the phrase as far as this particular one is kind of pitch for us saying the product of this tune with what the topic of what deals with this permanent license as far as the phrase as far as saying. Now it seems kind of like something that would be kind of attached like a movie soundtrack, one of those type pitches. Just kind of like a toxic kind of just steel doors, kind of behind closed doors type ness. That's something that would be ripped out like Area 51. Some of the phrase where it would be kind of something where like espionage would have to break in some of the products amongst it. Feels like it'd be attached like a Charlie's Angels type soundtrack or some of the pitch like that. One of those type ones, the James Bond type movie, some of the pitch. But the aspects for us, and it's not within. It's not any sort of foul type factor. This particular tune's going to get a 10 out of 10 / thumbs up with these pitches. It's only one song off these pitches here, but it's a hit type pitch for us. And it's a banging type. And it's definitely the pitch for us saying definite hit type phrase. But the aspects for us saying. Particular aspects for us, and probably within the aspects for us talking about like the aspect of the license for just the main spread type of claim pitch like that within the aspects for us saying just the particular tone of like accolades and the money sets for us was supposed to go within sense of pitch, just like the tone of like these you're going to continue to get these bounties and pitch like that since the phrase amongst them. But the hit type phrase, just paying attention. So Cosculluela with these pitches, it's unfortunate that there's not too many full bound type tunes with these pitches considering he dropped albums, but I don't know like his full bound. He doesn't have like a discography as full bound pitch like that the way like certain type folks like Daddy Yankee or Don Omar kind of do. Ivy Queen some stuff folks in the pitch for us saying like his charting type of feels some of the bastards pitch for us saying still good look here with some of the pitch for us just like the breakout type of feel. What was the goings on some of the pitch? It's kind of afraid when you pay attention like some of these type of aspects for like the fair. Daddy Yankee was pretty popular in the 2010s, but I don't know as much full bound with like the pitches to how he translated with some of those type pairs. I haven't really gotten the 2010s Daddy Yankee type yet. Some of the pitches, some of the folks. I've gotten a little bit of Pitbull around this time. Particular aspects haven't gotten to like 2010s Don Omar's full bound within the full bound type pitch, but some of these type phrase was paying attention. The 2000s was definitely breakout. Some of the pitches, but paying attention to the price. Some of these type aspects. It's gonna be interesting to see what particular in a few months and further type phrase pitch like that, I'm going to start getting to some 2010s type Ivy Queen Stones type pitches now. She did not drop that terribly much, as she hasn't really dropped anything in the 2020s apart from like a few EPs pitch like that. So it's kind of phrase as far as saying surprised as far as considering that she had been around since 1997 pitch like that. So phrase she is an OG within those type pitch as far as like the variety, but it's going to be interesting to see about some of these 2010s that ones that hit to appeal within the band type excellent aspects. To be honest, I recommend this song. It's just good, nice pitch flex and good tear up within the products. It is kind of the prolific typeness. It is crunk type factors within pitch as far as saying. This toxic kind of turn up within pitch as far as just like the crunk type factors. It just kind of has the pitch of like. It has like a degree of like exclusive typeness about it within the pitch as far as saying just feels like a definite kind of hitting kind of movie scene type loud pack and sounds of pitch amongst kind of the but this breakout type appeals as far as getting to some crunk type fact within pitch. It's kind of the fair going out with palette sense to pitch amongst it, taking particular Femi out for like some of these type rounds that just like some good muscle type hours pitch like that. Sounds surprised as far as just getting towards like the product of going out for like some muscle night sense to pitches, but it's kind of the product as far as saying. Kind of strikes as a little bit more stomp around with things to pitch as far as like the variety, just kind of like the pitch and not this. Like previous type tunes by Ivy Queen pitch like that had more type phrase to just like standard type thump within sounds of pitch. This particular one has a little bit more. The phrase just doesn't feel as tropical and as reggae ton as far as this pitch comes. So it's kind of phrase for us, and this feels more like a standard kind of like. This feels like a good hitting kind of mixtape type buzz single and pitch like that. Sunset Price kind of amongst it. It's kind of the pitch of like getting towards something that like Flo Rida probably would have done like the late 2000s pitch like that. One of those type ones where he would have had like definitely some sound off with them pitches, just like come through like what up nose pitch like that, similar to like Beyonce. Just not quite as jealous as like Beyonce off the pitch of like Ring the Alarm, but just kind of the pitch some of that noise just like with all this shit here for real as far as this pitch comes, some of the phrase just kind of come through, is just kind of straightening pitch like that. Some of the phrase, but the aspect. Adaptive pals pitches like that, but also the phrase for us just like the collective for us and just kind of the come through type fashion, just kind of bigger type nice for like the pitch of just facilitating them amongst these products of just differential type venues that just kind of have a little bit more kind of wrestle with like the fishing type ratios for us to pitch on. So it's to say a particular femme is being a little bit more free thinker and just particular femme this particular time might be being a little bit more slippery and about face and aspects of like particular tones that just more kind of free thinker within pitch like that as far as the just kind of aspects as far as this active type phrase, just paying attention like, hey, you know, just not getting careless with them as far as these pitch but this the aspect is not within pitch as far as saying it's within the aspect of like sloppiness with this pitch like this. So the fray amongst this tune. Then these pitches permanents like a red alert kind of break it down. Within these pitches, this particular tune permanents like a red alert kind of break it down, mod type fair, definite hit pitches like that. This firestorm, so I'd say with some of these hit type pitches, this real ferocious pitch like that. This active Venus with standard fem pitch like this, unspreads, just get towards the fire that particular Venus, sun, stuff pitch like that, hit that phrase amongst this. Is this some sort of pyromaniac that we're dealing with here within these particular pitches, paying attention like particular starlit suns, the pitch froze, the what's going to happen. Is that your real hair pitch like that? You just feel like some sort of pyro freak within these pitches, of whether or not I just question, just need to be checked up and down, whether or not you have all these burn mark type phrases across your body pitch like that, sense of products amongst it. There's no way you haven't been on the news pitch like that. This definite need to get towards an arson class model as far as these pitch game, arson class fem as far as these pitch game, hit that phrase amongst the good nice products here. This cob sal's definitely get towards sense of pitch. This catch up some of these phrases kind of set aside some of these phrases amongst the product, just like the loud pack the loud pack type noise, just getting into like the second decade of some Ivy Queen type hits pitch like that amongst these phrases, and a good nice banging typeness among Good nice banginess amongst Cosculluela as well within pitch like that. So I'm surprised, but definitely Cobb Salads for standard fam pitch like that. So I'm surprised it's paying attention like the new spangled typeness within pitch of some of these late 2000s that are differential from like the reggaeton type jump of some of these earlier type phrase from Ivy Queen back in like 2005, 2003 pitch like that. So just she was probably like 20. Ivy Queen was probably like in her mid-late 30s around that particular time in 2009 pitch like that. But just the phrase for us in some of those type of fairs, just seeing her in like a second wind of her prime pitches like that, just definite G's, just paying attention. G's Louise pitch like that, just standard, just Dwam's pitch like that. So let's hit the phrase, the aspect. Also, Palestinians hit that pitch for us like the phrase gonna have just definite lounge kind of hot spot here. Just some of these products to just kind of cool off with some. You throw some cooling with like the pitch, like the loud pack type noise. Sometimes the pitch feels like a typical kind of pit bull and standard hit type folks flow right. A Tyro Cruise type jump zones the pitch amongst some of those hit type bangs pitch like that. It's kind of the noise. You throw some steam and like some sparkage, just going some of those the pitches. I like the factoid of particular Cosculluela talking about lightning aromatics versus spirits. Gonna have definitely some hemp and pitch like that with the phrase with the pitch. But this pitch for saying this appetize definitely get going since the pitch is playing those type. Popcorn type shrimp and buffalo type wings, tortillas, some Tabasco, and an easy type pitch for us to hit that phrase. Gonna happen just amongst this easy catch-up, just standard dap and dapper typeness within the recent tree pitch like that. Some of those type phrase kind of amongst that. Definitely paying attention to the loud pack. This is a pretty invigorating type song within pitch for saying it's a muscle type song, which is a good nice pitch of kind of having like that particular banner typeness that just works like a good nice buzz single as far as these pitching. It's kind of the phrase as far as just saying within the product as far as just getting towards some of these type ones. Crunk type back to real turned up pitch like that. So it's just kind of the phrase as far as some of these type ones. It's definitely toxic kind of get. Definitely some toxic go nuts pitch like that. Sounds the phrase. Probably have like a set aside of like an almond joy for standard fans. Sounds the pitch amongst his other type phrase kind of within the product kind of easy going type post up amidst like the night. Easy type post up amongst the prayer like the midnight sun as far as those fifth section type pitches within those hit type prices. Good products. Some of the lyrics type off here. I'm going to list a couple of these from like Cosculluela off these pitches. I'm going to list a couple from Ivy Queen as well. So Cosculluela is first within these pitches. He particularly says on this song pitch like that. Dracula comes out with fire. Definitely hit pitches like that. Like those phrase. Light and aromatics. Frozen Spritz again. So some of those that pitch for us and just getting towards some sparkish pitch like that. It's the interesting type right. Usually when you think of Dracula, you don't mention fire too much. This kind of pitch for us and you think Dracula comes out the shadows or something like that. But I did like to hit that phrase. Him saying Dracula comes out with fires, especially on some good nice products. Interesting sparkers definitely pitch like this. It is standard ballistics amongst the night type fray with particular Ivy Queen with these pitches hit type phrase as well. With the pitch, she kind of has it more in like an action type tune. Some of those that pitch amongst it kind of just not fuck around type phrase. It's kind of on like Rambo. It's interesting type phrase for Ivy Queen to kind of be on like some Rambo type shit and like Predator type shit. Some of those Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester's. Some of those Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone type pitches, Bruce Willis, some of the folks like that, good nice pitch, kind of having it be like action, kind of muscly pitch like that's the phrase part saying. Definitely Ivy Queen definitely getting towards some. Definitely Ivy Queen likes the military type mud with like the football rings underneath her eyes would be pretty wicked pitches like that. So I'm surprised kind of amongst just seeing her in those particular guards pitches like that. Just let the bullets sound in the name of Frank because hit that line she has off here is let the bullets sound it. Some of these type phrases she says off. Then these type pitches, some of these type phrases she says off here is let the bullet sound within pitch like that. Hit type products in the name of Frank Castillo as far as his pitch games. So RIP to him, pitch like that. I looked him up. He was a former baseball player that did real excellent pitch like that. Good product like the 90s, 2000s pitch like that. Didn't know he passed on until recently, but some of those hit type pitches like that. Supposed to kind of a hit type pitch for us saying within pitch. Ivy Queen definitely not within product of fucking around, so it's kind of pitch far as saying. She probably came with a couple flu shots of testosterone tonight as far as this pitch on so kind of products for us saying just probably Ivy Queen just on her roid rage pitch like that. Some of the products is kind of the product of I think her mentioning like baseball players kind of pitch for us saying she must have had like some folks kind of slip her like some good products on the sides for us pitch and it's not just spreading rumors within those pitches, but it's kind of products for us saying I question if there was like a music video for this particular song pitch like that, which there probably should have been since the pitch, but it's whether or not Ivy Queen's in like some sort of tank top type garb with like her tattoos rippling, good pitch like that, just hit that first aspect, not complaining within this pitch, definitely be his side, but just the pitch far as saying, since the product's just questioning, she's going the roid route as far as those person have songs, the pitch like that, but the pitch person hit products. But the aspects person getting towards the hit type pitch, here's the product discipline sense the pitches aspects here, permanence, the hitting type song sounds the pitch. This good banner typeness, this good late 2000s kind of staple pitch like that sounds the products for us like the ballistic typeness, the hit type phrase for us saying terms. In terms of future, like Cosculluela within these pitches dropped an album in 2023. He's actually dropped sooner than Ivy Queen with Sunny's to pitch. And Ivy Queen at least had said that she was going to work on Sunny's to phrase, but hasn't happened. It's full bound with pitches like that. There have been at least some buzz singles, I think, within pitch like that. Yeah, she's been dropping some buzz singles as the 2024, 2025, 2026 pitch like that. So hit up price kind of amongst, but yeah, capital type song, definitely pitch like that. Definitely, definitely real delightful, delectable within pitches like that.